Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. So we just got ambushed by some reinforcements, which I will admit caught me a little off guard, despite the fact that they said at the beginning there would be reinforcements. I didn't expect them to show up quite so soon, and I didn't expect them to show up here. I mentioned, at the beginning, like, oh, gee, there's a lot of space over here that's not taken up by any dudes. Probably going to be some dudes. And indeed, there are some dudes, but there's also dudes over here where I started, and that was surprising. And they also just showed up earlier than I expected. This is only turn 3. But I do have the makings of a plan. So, as we know, Ferdinand is the beefy one. Bulky one. Whatever. So I think the plan is going to be to send him over here, dance for him, and then have him right in here and choke this point a la Doga. And then we can retreat Linhardt back behind him. I think he's going to have to go this way, and then we can also kind of cover him with some of the flyers if we need to. We can also bring Felix down and attack here. I'm not sure if that's safe. Might be safe. We can potentially use a Gambit. If Ferdinand, blazes... 420 blazes... Leonie should hit these two as well, which would be good. I think that's generally the plan. So as long as we're riding away with Ferdinand, might as well have him hit something on his way out before he gets danced. Question is just what? Could just take this guy out with a Brave Lance, that'd be pretty good. Could take this guy. I think I potentially just have Byleth come up here and take this guy out, and then generally take on the rest of these enemies. Hit rates against this guy are not fantastic, I can tell you that. But I guess that's good enough. As I recall... Yeah, you can't trade somebody Tome. But I could trade her the 11 sword. Be just fine. Yeah, so let's go Silver Sword against this guy. Oh. Oh! Adjutant follow-up. That's actually the first time I've seen that. The entire game. Yup. Alright, so now we're going to... just Brave Lance this guy. We're gonna have to heal Ferdinand anyway, so we could just use the Silver Lance. But let's just Brave Lance him. But before we do that, trade Byleth the 11 sword.
A boon for our future.
Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. I guess it doesn't really matter. Bernadetta, can you secure this kill? Yes. Book it out of there.
I'll be home again soon. Only the strong survive.
Man, even Bernadetta's adopting this. Oh. Alright. Adopting that mentality. Guess I need to be a little bit careful that she doesn't actually run into the range of these wyverns, depending on where I position my units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's not remotely a concern, actually.
More fighting.
As well. Go ahead and get my dance on.
Back to the fray.
I think we're gonna let Hubert.
I'll cut a bloody path.
Jesus, Hubert, chill. Hubert, we're gonna let him come up and heal Ferdinand.
I'm grateful.
Alright, we're definitely gonna want... Actually, these guys are all just gonna shoot him from outside of his range, aren't they? +1 range, +1 range, +1 range. Yeah, they are. These guys don't have ranged weapons, and Leonie doesn't have ranged weapons, so never mind. We'll just equip the Iron Lance. Alright, let's... Am I going to want to back up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe. Yeah, so we do hit all 3 of them. That's good. And if we go straight back with him, actually they can't reach. Yeah, alright.
That really helped.
Battle does have its benefits.
Did he get a Gambit boost if Felix were over here? I think he would. So if only these 4 can attack Felix, I'm at least less concerned about putting him over there. So Felix actually has pretty good defense too because of the Aegis shield. He's at 23, yeah, attacks of like 41, 34, 34, 34. It's like 11, 11, 11, and something more than 11. So you can't survive all of those hits. I wouldn't necessarily go after him. He doesn't have the bow range +1. Let's see. Aspar going over there is risky. Probably not the thing to do. The other option potentially is that he launches ballista shot at one of these guys after they've already gotten hit by Blaze. That'd be pretty nice. So yeah, well, never mind. Let's just... Oh, his hit rate went down because Linhardt disappeared. Oh well.
You're all Captain Gerald's enemies, and I will avenge him here.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Exploit their weak spot.
Oh, he doesn't get to hit any of them? Yeesh. Alright, well... They're all choosing to target him. Not that much damage. Yeah, I think I will. So let's put these guys range on. Make sure that we don't put our flyers in range of them. Let's get the bow out. Let's go ahead and pop this guy with the ballista. Alright, so I don't think we're gonna need Sylvain back this way. 23 attack, 29 attack, that's not terribly scary. 23 attack, 23 attack. Yeah, what we could do...
What's the plan?
Take this guy out and then go deal with those punchy dudes. We'll do barely any damage to him. Wait, the archer... Oh, the archer is set to go after... Flyer. Well, we can actually drop one of the flyers back to take care of him if we want, so that's not a problem. Petra's actually closer?
I will prevail.
No, they're the same distance. Alright, well in that case, I think what I'm going to do is have... wonder they mentioned that thing about this guy. I wonder if that's significant of anything. That like that little dialogue bit about him and how he's like uncooperative or whatever.
For the Empire.
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is have Edelgard get that kill and then ride over to try to deal with those reinforcements by herself, because they probably won't do much of anything to her. She's not gonna get there now. She will. And then Petra and Caspar will just get as close as they can without getting in the range of the archers. Which will still be in range of the wyverns, which is fine. And I guess if they got hit by one archer, it would probably be fine, but no real reason to do that, given that they do barely any damage to Ferdinand. Sealer speed.
Allow me to demonstrate.
Wait, what was that?
Another victory. I'm stronger than before.
Not really. Well, some magic is good, I guess. Oh, did you see that one horse just like charge next to Sylvain, like charge forward and try to attack and then disappear into thin air? It's weird looking. Alright, so he goes for Caspar, that's fine. Better than fine, even. I mean, I guess it would have been better if he'd gone for Petra and died, but luring him away from Ferdinand is the point.
You're all going down.
I mean, eventually, yeah, they definitely are.
And I'll keep getting stronger.
That is a pretty good level. Leonie shoving herself in the corner is pretty rude. Might mean I get the chance to get Byleth over there and see what their conversation looks like. The fact that she talked about Geralt, putting aside the fact that that makes basically no sense, could indicate that she'll have something interesting to say. Let's take out this guy, since he's further away from those other two guys that I'm going to send Sylvain towards.
Don't bother haunting me.
Is he afraid of ghosts?
I sense an improvement.
I know somebody was afraid of ghosts. Oh, this guy's so much stronger than the other guy. He just got that much more strength. But he's also got Fist Fair. Yeah, that's why. Anyway, I don't think I can see the roster info from here, so I probably can't see whether he's afraid of ghosts. That "don't bother haunting me" thing certainly suggests that he might be.
I do this for all of us.
Alright, how fast is Leonie now? Her speed should be sealed, but of course it isn't, because apparently seal speed is dumb and doesn't work properly. So 21 AS, which is not enough to double Bernadette if she's using the Iron Bow. It is if she's using anything else. Hey, that's a kill. Take it. Nice.
Bernie's unstoppable.
Bernie needs to learn not to talk about herself in the third person. Oh. Hubert cannot get into range to heal, so let's just... It's a little bit of a waste, but...
A waste of time.
Yeah, I just acknowledged that, Hubert. Alright, sure.
It was meant to be.
So right now she's planning to hit Bernadetta for 22 damage. It's fine. I'll give Byleth time to get over there. So let's equip Fire. Fire. And that's that. For you, and all of Leonie's allies. send the flyers back whence they came.
Can't pull back yet.
Alright, I think what we want to do is not get hit by his gambit. Let's put Edelgard here like so. Still is planning on going for Benedetta. Okay. And I guess we can bring Ferdinand back this way. Let's go, Caspar.
Thanks for helping.
Oh, let's see. Should I commit to dancing for Byleth next turn, or should I dance for her this turn? I don't have to dance for her next turn. Alternative is I dance for Hubert. Heal Ferdinand. I think I'm gonna do that actually. I'm not obligated to take down Leonie with Byleth anyway.
I think. Thank you.
A-level riding, alright. Hey, get back here.
Is that it? Obvious.
He switched off his gauntlets. I wonder why.
Meet again.
A riding! Hooray!
Still a long way to go.
Not that long. We're getting places.
For the fate of Bodhi. I do not tolerate obstinacy.
Obstinance? Wait, I thought she said obstacles last time. Obstinance. That's a little different. Okay, so... yeah.
Put me in there.
These guys are a lot less scary than the Leonie squad, I can tell you that.
The lands on the other side of this bridge are mine. I can't just let you cross. If only I had joined the Empire sooner.
Man, that certainly implies that you could have gotten him to join. I don't know how, though. But yeah, that's like... he died the way that Edelgard's evil minion died. With a noticeable... what am I trying to say? Death Scream. Those are the Death Scream. Just kill this guy.
I was just stronger.
All right. Not gonna be able to attack her head on. That's okay. Between her and Bernadetta, I imagine we can get Leonie down this turn. Oh, get 6 movement now. Okay, that would do it. That would do it better.
Be careful.
Does this matter? Does matter. How about that?
Professor, you know Captain Gerald's killer was connected to the Empire. Why did you side with them? Answer me, traitor!
Oh, damn.
Judith, I'm sorry. I leave the rest to you.
Guess she's out.
Leonie, you had such a full life ahead of you. I wish I could take your place.
Damn. Alrighty then. This is taking a serious turn for sure. Alright, we need to get you, Felix, over this way and then warp across or something. Warp and dance. Combination of the two should do well. Let's see. Next turn you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can move Unheart all the way up.
Back to it!
So yeah, part of the reason you want to recruit all the students is so you don't have to kill them. I mean, you know, that could have been anticipated, I guess, but...
Ready for anything. Back to the fray.
I mean, I guess I could have not killed Leonie, to be fair. I could have just killed Judith.
Claude, I'm sorry. I couldn't defend the bridge. All who are able, retreat!
What?
Don't let her escape. If we can take her out,
Oh,
the
man.
territory will be ours. That will allow us to march safely through the Alliance.
Man, we really are the baddies, huh?
I don't train for fun.
I mean, I guess one possibility I haven't really discussed in terms of how the game is going to play out is that, you know, both sides are evil. I usually don't go that kind of route in Fire Emblems, but stuff, but they might do that here. I could see that happening.
Sorry.
Alright, so if we put him over here, yep, he can get there next turn. Anyway, so yeah, if the church, you know, I firmly believe that there are bad things going on with the church, but I could also believe that Edelgard turns out to be, well, when it has one of those, you know, road to hell is paved with good intentions kind of arcs.
I do this for all of us.
Do I care who gets a kill here? I think so. Well, actually, I guess if I have somebody who's read about, like Ferdinand, I'm about to promote.
This is the cost of war.
Although, of course, his skills aren't ready anyway, but... We need somebody to heal with Hubert. It can be... Actually, he can heal Linhart, and then he can go heal Felix. Next turn. So that's good.
Helpful.
Cannot get out. Nowhere to run to, nowhere to hide. Bowl of Zoltan. Zoltan Chive? Cool. I can't tell if it's actually better than a silver bow. 1375 8. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Not a lot, but noticeably. Stronger and lighter. I forget what an upgraded silver bow gives you, but still. Okay. Redoing this turn. For anyone to heal. No. We can warp. Just for funsies, I guess. Think I can get Byleth in range of anything, but I definitely can't. Alright, so who's taking this kill? Oh, she's got a rapier. Huh. And yet Ferdinand, he doesn't really care. Yeah, let's just do that. And then we can deal him with Linhardt. A riding.
Seems simple enough.
I think he actually doesn't need A riding for Great Knight, but whatever.
I'm grateful.
Alright, so he didn't actually get the level, which is sad. Petra doesn't need the level.
I owe you.
Good. I guess we're just giving it to Caspar or Sylvain. Which one of them is closer to actually having the necessary prerequisites? That would be Sylvain. Okay. I guess we're just gonna warp for XP. You can cast Restore. Even though there's nothing to restore. That's interesting. Lots of death screams in this battle.
It looks like I'm done for. Claude, I'm sorry.
Old habits die hard.
Old habits of being bad? Okay.
Alliance soldiers! Judith has fallen. Further conflict is futile.
What
If you
Alliance
surrender,
soldiers?
your lives will be spared. Lay down your weapons immediately.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I should have saved. I guess probably that Acheron guy would have joined me if I had not engaged him. I don't know what Leonie would have done, but oh well.
You have all fought well. With this victory, we now have a foothold in the Alliance. The Imperial Army will cross the Aramid River and push the front lines forward. The fight will continue, but do not allow that to stop you from taking pride in our hard-won victory.
Ah, this should put a stop to one of Edelgard's choice phrases. Well done, Professor. I believe it was, if only the Professor were here, we could forge ahead and change the tides of this war.
Ferdinand, it is not necessary to tell the Professor such things.
We're not the only ones benefiting. The whole Imperial Army is stronger now.
Yes, it seems the Empire finally has both of its legs to stand on. Don't you agree?
You make it sound as though I can't run the Empire on my own. Perhaps it's more apt to say that the Pegasus has recovered its horn.
Judith of Daphne. What a magnificent warrior. I'm happy to have the Professor back just like old times, but I don't think I'll
ever get used to this cruel exchange of lives. When there is something you must not be conceding, you must keep fighting. The fighting has been continuing for 5 years. But now I am again witnessing the Professor's power. I hate fighting. But with the Professor here, maybe it's slightly less terrible? Oh, but everyone is working so hard! Stop it, Bernie. You can't be the only one complaining.
I'm glad to see everyone so inspired. It seems the reappearance of the Professor has done much to raise your morale.
Do you not feel the same, Hubert? Come now, be honest with yourself. Now, we must take advantage of the situation and blaze ahead. Our path is still a long way.
Alrighty. Wait.
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Guardian Moon. The Master Tactician.
Did it say you could zoom in and out? Zoom the camera in and out in the monastery?
Having crushed the Alliance's army and captured the Great Bridge of Murden, the Imperial Army prepares to attack Deirdre, the Alliance's base of operations.
They're so far apart. Don't we have to, like, fight for the territory in between? So we actually are going to give lectures again? Fascinating.
Professor, what is your opinion of Claude? I can't help but wonder what sort of impression he made on you.
Barely talked to him. I have no idea. I mean, I guess we'll just stick with he's a schemer, but maybe a good king? I don't know. Maybe.
That is inarguable, and his schemes are still going strong. With them, he's managed to keep the Leicester Alliance from the Empire's grasp. Since the beginning, territories within the Alliance have been split between those who support the Empire and those who oppose it. Claude has been acting as an intermediary between the two, essentially keeping the Alliance pacified. As both sides are of equal strength, he's created a situation in which they've all agreed to avoid fighting each other and causing undue bloodshed. By carrying on as though the Alliance is united, he's minimized the Empire's influence there.
It's quite impressive how well his bold scheme has worked out. However, he is walking on thin ice. One wrong move and the Alliance will shatter. Speaking of Claude, Your Majesty, we should not delay in our invasion of the Alliance. It would seem that Claude has some fresh scheme up his sleeve, to no one's surprise.
Is that so?
Yes. The people of Deirdre have suddenly found it difficult to leave or enter the city. We can safely assume he is preparing for battle, but I am certain his plans extend beyond that as well. Do you not think we should take Deirdre at once?
Deirdre, the Aquatic Capital. A city floating on the ocean certainly poses a challenge. Since it's deep within Regan territory, we haven't had the opportunity to attack it directly. However, now that we have control of the Great Bridge of Murden, our situation has changed drastically. They can no longer expand their supply line into the Empire, and so we can finally attack Regan territory.
House Regan is not only Claude's house, but also the flagship of those who oppose the Empire within the Alliance. If House Regan falls, the other Alliance lords will be tripping over themselves to join us. That is why we cannot fail to take Deirdre.
Huh. Something I wanted to say about all this, but now I forgot.
Confidence is one thing, Professor, But see to it that you do not underestimate Claude. The leader of the Alliance has had many things said about him. They say he is unbeatable in a battle of intellect. I hear they call him the Master Tactician.
Yeah, I somehow doubt that that's going to manifest itself in anything meaningful. I fully expect it to just be like, and now you fight him and then you win. I know what I was going to say. The reason I probably don't have to take the intervening territory is because, you know, we're just the strike force. Edelgard has her whole army, like, out doing the other stuff, which is actually pretty cool. It's like a lot of times in Fire Emblem games, like, you are the entire army. Anything the army does, you have to do, which means, you know, you have to figure out anything that's... Any gaps there will feel like gaps. And I was reacting that way, and then I was like, wait a minute. No, I don't have to take the intervening territory. I'm the strike force. If the strike force doesn't have to do it, you know, somebody else can do it. That's cool. What does St. Sarah's Day do? I assume that I don't have to explore to see that. Alright, so we're going to end up having 2 of those intervening battles, which I'm not super thrilled about. Definitely going to be exploring next, but I probably will stop the episode before I actually do that. Is anybody ready to certify? Edelgard is already master class. Petra can't even do it. I thought she at least had, oh, is it? It's because I have no master seals. Okay, but it's still only 31%. I'll probably get there by the end of the month. Yeah, and then Ferdinand is just a little short. Sylvain is, well, further away. Okay. Well, let's start the exploration, I guess. The exploration always takes forever anyway, so... Might as well get a little bit of it done this episode, or stop and finish it next episode, or maybe don't even finish it next episode. The way it often goes.
I hear Claude's earned himself a rather colorful nickname. He does whatever it takes to win. I like that. It will be especially satisfying to defeat him. I can't wait to see what his next move is.
I'm guessing we're never going to get more of these things. Oh, I meant to check... Well, I don't get to see it. Dang it, I need to look at certifications for this. Let's see if she looks different. Other classes. Meanwhile, we've got a support. Oh, we have a whole bunch of these. Wow, this is what I should have done. I guess I didn't realize. Alright, yeah, let's start with all of this mess.
I can't believe it. How can I show my face to Lady Edelgard after this?
That's what you get, Hubert. If you rested like me, you wouldn't collapse from exhaustion.
As much as it pains me to say it, you're right. But to be looked after by you of all people, that might be the worst part of this. I don't know how to feel, to be honest. So for now, let's pretend I thanked you.
What?
Oh, come now. Even I wouldn't abandon someone who collapsed.
You would have in a heartbeat if anyone else had been around.
Ah, yes. Quite accurate, Hubert. Why would I ever bother to be a decent person if there were anyone else I could foist the duty upon? If your situation turned bad, it would have been an absolute hassle. I could never just leave you there.
If that were the sort of man you truly were, we could never be friends.
But if we weren't friends, I probably would have just left you.
Shame you're so reluctant to do any real work. You're actually pretty good at this. Made sure I was comfortable, checked carefully for injuries, even carried me here yourself. If only you'd apply that knowledge of yours so proactively and thoroughly all the time, you'd be a tremendous asset to the Empire.
There you go.
He does all right.
I see no problem with staying just the way I am. Think of it this way. In an anthill, 20% of the ants are asleep at any given time. And it's not because they're lazy. Far from it. When the working ants become tired, they go to sleep and the others wake up. That's me. I'm the ant who rests so I can work later when other people are tired.
What?
Maybe that's true. But even if it is, it's still just a fancy way to say you let others do all the work. Consider me unconvinced.
I'll consider you a bother and leave it at that. You and Edelgard work far too hard. I mean it. Take a break now and then. If you both collapsed, I think it'd be too much effort for me to bother with. Get some rest, Hubert. Not as much as me, of course.
Fine.
Weird. I'm glad that Hubert wasn't swayed by Linhart's nonsense, though. I would not have been able to... I have a high respect for Hubert's intelligence, and I'm glad he didn't undermine that there.
Taking care of some weapon maintenance, Petra? You seem completely absorbed.
Yes, taking care of the weapons has great importance.
I cannot argue with that. That weapon there, is it from Bridget?
No, it is a weapon of Dagda. But the people of Bridget used them often.
Fascinating. I have read about the weapons of Dagda, but this is my first time seeing one in person.
Lots of weapons and fighting techniques came from Dagda to Bridget.
Ah, so Dagda to the west had a big influence on the Bridget archipelago. I am fascinated by foreign fighting techniques. Would you consider teaching me sometime?
I will. But it is difficult to explain fighting with words. We can try sparring, maybe?
Yes, a practical demonstration. I would be quite grateful.
Let's have our beginning then.
Perhaps we should stop there.
Oh? Do you think you have understanding of the fighting techniques from Dagda?
Yes. Now that I have experienced it firsthand. I used to look down on foreign fighting styles, but I was clearly remiss. The footwork, the nimble way you shift your weight is extraordinary. I will have to remember those moves for the next time I am in battle. Clearly, you have honed your skills through practice. Your fist felt as sharp as a spear.
Bridget is stuck in between Dagda and Fodlan. It is of much importance to hone our fighting techniques. I am of the royal family, but I am a warrior before that. I must fight to live and to protect my home.
When the alliances of Bridget and Dagda encroached on the Empire, they were always driven back. But perhaps the Empire's victory was due to geographic advantage or divine intervention, rather than military superiority. Having met you, that is what I think. I cannot help but feel a little disgraced. I held foreign fighting styles in such low regard without ever seeing them for myself.
When I came to Fodlan, I felt disgraced for many things that I learned. But there is no disgrace in losing ignorance. We need to be learning and growing with each other, always.
Yes, by working together we can make progress. And both sides need to look ahead to the future.
I will say this for Ferdinand. He is not... He is sometimes dense, but he is at least generally willing to consider evidence when it's presented to him. Does Byleth capped magic? Or, I mean, HP? Or is that... Oh, no, that's the HP plus 5 skill being equipped. Okay. I can't tell that skill caps are really a meaningful thing in this game. Like, you know, these all look like they would go to 50. They're nowhere close to. Who knows what the HP cap is? I actually wonder... I mean, I don't know how long this part of the game is going to be, but... Maybe it's going to be much shorter than part 1. Who knows? I kind of hope not. Because... like, this is the more interesting part of the game. But I wonder if if part 1 is as... or if part 2 is as long as part 1. Say nothing if there was like a part 3 or something, but... then I wonder what the... like... what to make of the fact that everybody's already getting to the point where they're going to get to like the top level classes. Kind of surprising that it would be balanced that way.
Why am I having so much trouble fighting these tall guys? They're not even stronger than me. You've got to help me come up with a strategy, Linhardt.
Is that not a waste of time? Even if I handed you a perfect strategy, something I've done in the past, you'd never follow it through.
That's because your plans are always so complicated. But come on, I need your help.
All right, I will share with you my tactical genius. I call this my secret plan.
You already have a plan? You really are ready for anything. So, what is it?
Land the first hit. Then keep hitting them hard and fast as you can until they stop hitting you back.
So, you're basically telling me to just fight?
Dodge their attacks, keep up the assault, then go for the knees. Done.
The secret is the knees?
Being tall means short people are closer to your knees. Exploit the enemy's weakness, Caspar.
Makes sense. That doesn't sound like my style, though. I don't really want to exploit a weakness.
Then go ahead and continue losing. Or you can listen to the rest of my plan.
There's more? Fine. Tell me the rest.
Your defense is careless. The last bit of my secret is that you need to train in that area.
I won't argue with training. Let's go!
No, I don't think we should...
It's been 5 years. You've got to be at least as strong as I am by now. Come on! You've even got that height advantage you're always going on about. You're the perfect training partner for me. Quit stalling and let's go.
Fine. I'll train with you, but only for a bit.
All right, Linhardt. Come at me again.
Caspar, please. I need water. I need water. I'm gonna go get some. Bye.
Huh? Hey, get back here. He got away.
Okay. I'm surprised Linhardt actually did that much.
You're following me. Stop.
I am leaving you alone, just as you asked. I may be walking the same way as you, but...
What do you want?
You've made it abundantly clear I'm not to want anything from you, including politeness.
I heard a rumor that you're planning to settle down with a noble. I abandoned my family, so you'll have to look elsewhere. Not much to gain from marrying me.
I just find you interesting is all. Is that so odd?
Interesting? I'm not interesting. What do you mean?
I've never met a noble so... unsociable. Yes, that's the word, unsociable. Other nobles are quick to be friends, even if it's just because they might gain something from it.
The Empire's nobility, maybe. The Kingdom's nobility is a whole different animal.
If they are, so what? You should care how others think of you.
Why? I don't answer to them. All that matters is improving my skill. I'll prove my worth on the battlefield. Those people care so much about appearances they can't even see each other. It makes me sick.
Oh, I agree. What's important isn't how someone looks, it's their true nature. I don't pretend to know your true nature. I don't even have a very good understanding of my own. But I suppose you see mine just fine, don't you? Just a silly girl with no thoughts in her head except for marrying a noble. Yes? Goodbye, Felix.
Dorothea is very good at getting to people.
Ah! Ah! Ouch! Ouch! Oh, my glasses! Where are they? Where are they?
Please take my apologies, Ignatz. I did not have enough care.
That's okay, Petra. Just... have you seen my glasses?
Glasses? Yes. Transparent lenses for viewing things.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Your face looks different without the glasses.
Ah, well, I dropped them. That's why I'm looking for them.
Are these them?
Oh, thank the goddess. I thought I might be in trouble there. Are you okay, Petra? You're not hurt?
I have no wounds. And you?
I'm okay too. Thank you.
That is goodness. How long have you needed the lenses anyway?
Oh, ages. I can't see without them. You've never used glasses, I gather. I guess you don't need them.
In Bridget, glasses are not existing. I think all of our eyes must be good there.
I kinda figured. I'm a little jealous, to tell the truth.
Inside the shadows, dangerous beasts are lurking. If you cannot see, you cannot live.
So bad eyesight means death? Bridget sounds scary.
You need to have sight for hunting, too. If not, you will starve until death.
Oh, yeah, lots of hunting in Bridget, right? I guess that requires good eyesight.
I wonder why eyes would change and need lenses.
It is actually a fair question. Why would eyes change and need lenses?
So,
Guess we'll...
do you ever regret taking the path you did?
Huh. Somewhat.
I guess doubts and regrets just come with being human. Whatever path you choose going forward, I'll follow you without question.
That's really not necessary, man. You can think for yourself.
To tell you the truth, I used to be a Knight of Seros. But at some point, I just couldn't follow the Archbishop anymore. I ran away in secret and decided to join the Imperial Army. When I found Alois here, it made me feel much better. It meant I'd made the right decision. Ever since that day you disappeared, the Archbishop has been completely different. She started laughing as if she was possessed and spouting complete gibberish.
Interesting. Oh, Bernadetta's here.
Claude. Which one was he again?
Really?
Oh, right. Yeah, of course I remember him. It's just, I can't picture his face. Don't remember what he looks like. I'm not sure if I ever knew. Oh well, he's just another enemy now, isn't he? What? Am I not supposed to see that?
It's cold, Bernadetta. It's cold. Advanced Lance Tournament today. Alright, well, we'll deal with that later. I think this is going to be a good stopping point. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for more monastery exploring. Till then.